sorry, you have been barred from this service. Please call 180 for more information.
I spoke with him an hour ago and he said he's ready for us. The network was a bit difficult over there.
Person you're calling from another call at the moment. Please hold on or call back later. Thank you.
Wait, it's on a different line. Let me give me a few seconds.
Your account balance is not sufficient. Hello, the person you're calling is on another.
He's still busy online. Give him a few minutes. So we'll give him a few minutes to round up his call. There is a very terrible network problem today. I'm suspecting. Who said yes? Are you on Skype?
Yes, sir.
Who's online? Okay. So I'm trying to get our speaker. Okay, I'm calling the guest speaker again. Let me see. network is very bad. I spoke with him an hour ago. Let me see. I got a
Sorry,
question.
the MTN number you're trying to
take the bull by his own and organize the thing, either the bull is successful or if it's failed. The consequences of the fail of that bull is that if the bull is failed, he who executed the bull, who is party to it, know the consequences of it. So it takes men with courage. It takes men who are prepared to put their life on line, either for good or for bad, to execute it. No way somebody will organize a trip from another part of the country and use the crew from north and outer Fulani, and you expect it to bring an over and come and live after you have worked. It's not gone anywhere. So if the king or any other country wanted at that time during the regime, they want to be president, they could have taken the food by his mouth. Most of those people have been executed by the law. And ordinarily, if they execute, you don't expect to see that as your purple door. There's somebody to come up and give you. Even at that, I remember those who did the poor are the ones who champion. Then those who appeal are those ones who also get party position either right or party appointment in the pool. That's how it's done. So that's the issue. I'm talking from 1939 to now, when we have a democratic government in place. But if you bring the military, you cannot even make an issue out of it because if you leave the pool, you got it, fine. If you look, you know you are there on your own. You are going to take the time required. And a lot of people find it difficult to participate in it. And you know the consequences. And I see what happened to Mama Bata during IBB. He executed the coup. He said he was killed instantly. He said, "Why is relationship with them?" Brother Babangida, they are good friends. And the consequence is that Ibrahim Babangida could not say this. That is what the law says. He pleads. The issue of Oka, they student the coup. When they came, Oka is condemned. When they came before they came, they fled the building and they were executed. So this is just three instances I give you. But if you have got from nowhere and say, come and die because they are not part of the coup and because they are able to come and die for it. Nobody. So let us call it a mistake. Those are two different things. We are talking about democratically elected. And that's what I'm talking about. But the coup is what you're talking about. I am an advocate of democracy. We took against the military dictatorship during the dark days of the at the start of the struggle. I know what happened. I know how we fought against the Abata government. I was detained. My colleagues have suffered. Some of them were killed. So I am an advocate of democracy. I've never supported military. And I don't use the thing for us to even reflect on it. Because it gives us the same labor.
Now, Alhaji sir, if we talk of power rotation, it is different from power oscillation. Oscillation is left, right, left, right. That is power oscillation. But power rotation is round and round and round. In other words, north, east, west, going round. So why is it that in the Nigerian political equation, the Northerners see the Igbos and the Yoruba as one unit coming from the south, when they know indeed that historically, linguistically, culturally, otherwise, nothing connects the Igbo man and the Yoruba. So why is that in politics, the two sides are lumped together?
It was the same equation you have when you talk about us. We have north east, northwest, and north east. And now when you talk, you say north is just north. You forget that Buhari is from northwest, and the northeast have never been in power, and they are sitting for power. You never thought of that. The Igbo agree. You have the ceremonial president. You have one shot of it. Jonathan, the true story of this is that the election that is taken is an Igbo man. He enjoyed that administration. Even when at the end of the day, he ended up adopting every class as a father. We all know that he's an Igbo man, a Igbo. All that is not an Igbo man. What everything was. If there's any region that will cry over it, they will leave it up. They love to accept it and I repeat again, we are more marginalized. What is wrong? Why should you say what? And you want to have to also benefit from it. Even if we ask the president to do the same thing, still we are ahead of us. We had another extra 2 years that we cannot cover. But at least what is wrong? We're not going for just one anymore. And you call us a nation.
Now, Alhaji, sir, Alhaji,
yes.
Let me ask you this question. Do you see Nnamdi Kanu as a symbol of the Igbo race that made you to say, for the fact that Igbos have not called him to order, then the basis of presidential slot cannot be granted for the Igbo? Do you see him as the symbol of the Igbo race?
Are we saying that in the Igbo land you don't have leaders that will function to look for?
No, I disagree with you. Remember, some time ago, when a quick notice was issued to the Southeasterners, which is signed, of course,
Yes.
based on statement made by Kanu, you remember some Igbo Biafra agitation groups visited Kaduna
Yes.
to douse that tension, to prove a point that Kanu was not representing the interest of the
But you
entire
know that was one head
so
to quenching the fire at
if
that
as
time.
of that time, such move was made by Chief Dr. Rafo Wazirike to Kaduna Arewa House, and he was given a warm welcome, and there was tension was down, which you yourself admitted that you thought initially Kanu was speaking on behalf of the entire Igbos until Wazirike came and then down the tension. Now, if you could admit that, why not also in this present dispensation admit that Kanu is not a symbol of the Igbo nation?
Just recently, we saw where one of his own traveled out of the country to Germany. He was beating a senior political leader in the Southeast, in person of the foreign body. We have not seen anything else I can take it, and that some of the people were laughing. Again, what measure did you take?
No, we condemn this. We condemned it. I am in Germany. It is in my own state that thing happened. I condemned it outrightly. The entire Igbo nation condemned it outrightly. And IPOB was taken to the cleaners. Nobody supported that dastardly act. And we believe that it can never happen again. So why do we use such things to generalize on matters concerning the Southeast, the Igbo, let me say?
Well, if I have understanding that Nnamdi does not represent the symbol of people, which I know is wrong, how many of our people believe in that? It's about trust. Everything about governance, everything about leadership is absolutely trust. Let us see how you demonstrate to take this or this job. And once again, you can't put the time for as long as you have not edged and you keep shooting, breathing, then we still have a problem at hand. Edging.
Now, assuming now, the Yoruba people are still angling for 2023. Tinubu is there. I don't know of others. The North is there, insisting, and the Southeast equally is there, despite our head bent on Biafra. We are also saying we are going to take the slot because we are still part of this larger umbrella. We have to admit that. Now, assuming every particular nation, the Hausa, the Yoruba, the Igbo, of course, the Ijaw, and what else, come together to keep on now dragging this common seat. Don't you think it might result into another Sudan or Somalia?
No. It won't go that level. This is about politics. It's not about God. It's about understanding lobby, play your game according to the rules. Nobody is coming with a gun or any machine or any rocket or whatever or machine gun or whatever. It's not a war. It's politics. It's about ideas. We won't sell ideas to the people. We will lobby. We will ensure that we get across to the country. We will lobby. And we will assure them of just one law, in which we will also mobilize to ensure that they too got their right place in the committee of nations and ask here. We will do it. You can be rest assured on that. We will do it on trust. We will lobby. We will talk. And we will get it right. God willing.
Okay.
We are not enemies. Nobody is going with God.
Okay, one more question before I throw the floor open. After this, we go to other important issues bordering on the nation. Now, the time the journalist was asking this question, you were very, very plain that if the Southeasterners would put their acts together, that they can discuss with their North, of course, by extension, the Yoruba people, and then see how the Igbos can now take this particular slot. Bearing in mind right now that Kanu is not a representative figure. Now, when the Igbo political elites groups make these overtures now, would people accept Igbo presidency 2023?
The question is that let us not put the cat before the horse. Go and do your homework.
You see, that's the question. That's exactly what many of our people would like to hear. So, but the issue of replacing
let us not put the cat before the horse. Go and do your homework. It's time.
Yeah, and how you might think that doing your homework is a difficult task. It's not a difficult task anyway. Now let me welcome other people joining us. Igwe Paul, welcome Anozie Uzonna. Omoke Joseph, Mokolo Mike, Uzochukwu Odinaka, of course, James, Ifeanyi James, Ikechukwu Amuyade, Kiki Achusim, all of you. Gentlemen, Okorie, Kelechi, Chukuma Ezaka, John Gift, a lot more people joining us. All of you are welcome. Now, gentlemen on the crew, those listening, before we go to other topics, I will throw the floor open for you now to ask our honorable guest speaker questions bordering on the questions we have asked him and the answers he has preferred. So if you feel not satisfied with the answers he gave to us, ask him questions, but please, when asking questions, let us be mindful of our words because we're in the public domain. Gentlemen, over to you. Of course, those of you cheat Treasure Benedicta is in Port Harcourt. You can ask your question. Gift Chijoke from Lagos, you can ask your question. Chezona from Japan, you can ask your question. CJ Udensi from Aba, you can ask your question. Uchenna, right now in Makrode, you can also ask your questions. Bright, I don't know if Bright is there now from Owerri. Ask your question. Valentine Bogoji, also joining from Port Harcourt. Valentine, you're welcome. So we welcome Valentine Ogoji from Port Harcourt. So, gentlemen, do you have any questions to ask? Otherwise, I continue. Gentlemen, take your questions if you have. Yeah, okay, asking question from Lagos. Okay, Jude, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I would like to make my question very simple to our guest speaker, Alhaji Yerima Shettima. The question just goes this way. Are we truly practicing democracy in Nigeria? I think that is just the question. Because a lot of our people doesn't seem to be happy the way Nigeria have treated our people in the past and the president. So if that is your view as Nnamdi Kanu, a man that was never elected at any particular position, can speak on our behalf, let me just ask a question. Are we truly practicing democracy in Nigeria where somebody that we never appointed or would never at any time, given any mandate, speaking on behalf of us, to the point that if there's any due, anything that is we are entitled to, then we will now have to lose it all because of a single statement made by a man. So my question remains: are we truly practicing democracy?
Okay, I like before you answer that question, let me welcome Okay, the question is: are we indeed practicing true democracy? If we have to follow it the way you are saying that it is the turn of the North for the fact that maybe Jonathan ruled for 6 years or Obasanjo so number of years and what have you. So that if we continue to just hold on please. I want to welcome before the screen goes up, our brother here, Obidon, join us from India. So we give you a welcome. Dim and Mark, of course, Obodo Favour, all of you there. We welcome all of you from India, another person from Malaysia. We welcome all of you. Now I'll hand over to you.
Some of those issues of rotationally, on a good day, if our democracy is that myself, we don't need to talk about rotationally and begin to talk about whether shifting power from one angle to the other angle. But when the thing that is growing gradually, what is it? Nobody will talk about region, nobody will be talking about data people, Hausa, Yoruba, Niger, or whatever. We shall overcome that. Probably, if we don't meet up that, probably our children or yet of our children will certainly one day have reason to smile at those things and all of that there. And I hope one day we will get there. Considering the issue of what I will do the democracy, yes, like I said again, it's a process. And if you listen to my words very clear, I didn't say it's my fault. If the Igbo feel they want to do it on their own, they have the candidate. No problem. Democracy is about number. It is not about number. Let them come up with their candidate. They have the political party. Let the flag bearer come out and contest. Who will contest? If the Southwest want to kill, they want to protect, we can have as many as we want family, as much as we want. Let everybody go and protect. Majority will take the bill.
Alhaji,
We,
sir.
our own case,
Al-
are not something arrogant, but we will love it. We will love it.
Alhaji, let us go down to the grassroots. And this is a fact.
Yes.
Are you aware that the average Hausa man on the street of Medugri, Bono, Kano, Mina, the ordinary Hausa man doing menial job there would like to vote for a president, candidate of Eastern extraction than somebody from the North. Are you aware of that? For example, look at when Jonathan contested. Are you aware that majority of the Northerners, the grassroots Northerners, voted for him against Buhari? Do you believe that?
I'm not aware of that, but when you pick on the voting, we will know whether they do that or not.
Okay, we shall come to that. Gentlemen, CJ Udesi, you are there, Uchenna, you are there, Valentine, Echezona, C. Treasure, that's Benedicta. Take your questions, please, before we proceed. Yeah. Echezona, we can't hear you. Please come close to your phone, please.
I'm very close.
Okay, now talk to us.
Okay, thank you so much. And Shettima, I thank you so much again. My question is this. Since this test is going to where it's going in Nigeria, and we see that things is not working out.
Oh, sorry, hold on, please, hold on. Hold on, please. I lost him. Hold on, please. Let me recall. Please hold on. Network Wahala. I lost him. Let me recall. Yeah, bear with us. That today is serious network wahala. Before I got me, it took us time. Let me recall, please. Yeah, dear viewers and listeners, just bear with us. Like you're aware, we are this evening interviewing our special guest, Alhaji Shettima Yerima, the president of the Arewa Youth Council. So we are online with him, but unfortunately, due to Nigeria's endemic network problem, we lost contact and we are getting him back. So, bear with us. Okay, he's back with us. So, okay, thank you so much, Alhaji. We lost you. We are back with you right now. Now, Echezna was asking a question from Japan. Echezna, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gendego. And my question is this. Since in the past, Nigeria has not worked, and present time is not working, why not do something better than dragging who will lead Nigeria or who will be the president? Why not go back to restructuring? Why not agree together and go back to restructuring? Because with what I'm seeing, every part of Nigeria, every tribe in Nigeria want restructuring, they accepted restructuring, but only Hausa people rejected restructuring. Please, can you educate us on why Hausa people are totally against restructuring, against dividing Nigeria, and against everything? I want to understand that area very well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Echezna, for the question. Let us welcome Bento Bichuku joining us from United Arab Emirates, UAE. Of course, Haruna Isiaka, we welcome you. Chibweze Ofo, Kajeta Nwobi, we welcome all of you. Now, I'll have to take the question he asked you about restructuring.
Well, you see, those are some of the things that is good and important. Sometimes you consult or act. If anybody tells you that the entire North are against restructuring, is right. But passing back interest within the corridors of power, across board are against restructuring, not the North. Passing interest that are in power are against restructuring, not the North. Because those in office will not want to lose the grip of power. If there's anybody who would have adopted restructuring, Jonathan would have done it. But Jonathan not from the south, Why was it impossible for him to go into restructuring as also in bill and do the next day for restructuring after he 6 years in power? Is we in restructuring? Are we saying that people have not been as for restructuring? I am a student of restructuring, and from now I'm a house of my typical house of life from Zaria. I believe in restructuring, and over time for like 18 years, I've been clamoring for restructuring. I am one of those who believe that with restructuring, if we can make the things less attractive, some of us might not want to go to Abuja to work. We will remain within our regions and do better. I am one of those who believe strongly people can reduce the power at the center. The government in our will be more viable, more active than the way they are lazy, waiting for better allocation to make them and support the more in that sector. I'm one of those who believe strongly people will structure. People will be well employed in their different regions. They'll do better. I'm one of those who believe in structure that if you have restructuring, some characters that are faultless, criminals, and robbers might not have access to regulators either at the parliamentary or at any form of governance because people don't they will not vote for them. Unlike the system that encourages somebody to well with it at the center of the godfather and take one armed robber from one village and make him a senator and take the will of the people. It is only on this system we get that market. I am an advocate of the sector. Am I from the south? You have millions of my guys who believe in the sector. So I give you an example. Why was this so difficult for them to do? Those who are benefiting from the system are those people are supposed to work to ensure that happens to the past. It's not a problem of an average brother. It's not my problem. In fact, I like it. And there are millions of people who want to talk to me. But the establishment will not let it work until all of us agree that time will come. If the government does not agree, actually one thing will be somebody who God will touch, he will take his mindset thinking, and he will introduce structure. Then we will all fall for it. Then another person has the way to be adopted and become part of our system.
Now, thank you so much, Alhaji. You are a well-known personage, not just in the north, but in the entire Nigerian Federation.
Yes.
Let me go to the specifics. You are also a household name in the household name in the eastern part of Nigeria, and I believe equally in the west. Now, if you initiate as a youth, as a vibrant youth, a promising youth, if you initiate this particular move towards restructuring and then get in touch some other vibrant youths from other parts of the federation and will form a very strong, let me say, powerful coalition to bring pressure to bear on this particular establishment which I mentioned about. I remember some time ago when we interviewed you, you were unambiguous when you condemned this particular establishment that is bringing the entire nation down. Now, what if you move now, tour around the federation, meet such people? Let me say that Dr. Chief Wasike is there. The other side of the divide, you might get to somebody in the southwest, in the south, even the north central. Now, when you tour around the federation, get such people with even mind that can talk about restructuring. Don't you think that the youth will fall behind you strongly and make it possible?
We have done that in the past and we are still doing. It's a thing that is a continuous consistency. We must stand by something of consistency and continue clamoring. One day it will come to pass. I have good friends in the southeast, in the southwest, and south who we believe, like the next measure of Chicago Abuki. Chicago Abuki has been a friend with God for a very long time and had a very good relationship with him. And we share almost the same idea. The difference is that because we justice is not done to be evil. Sometimes we don't think alike, but in talk, we talk and we relate very well. We discuss personal issues and discuss overview Nigerian issues. And oftentimes, I give the reason why we must remain in Nigeria. Let us work together to build a nation where our children will have a to smile. We will not mind the way they capture, whether country, whether laws or whatever. I'm sure that day will come. We will work together. And God will help me. I will give him reason to think Nigeria someday. I'm working on that. Because it will be better we work together and do separately. I go to his place, we talk as friends, as brother. I sleep to his place, we talk as friends, as brother. He never harm me. He never do anything evil to me. So that's what we call brother. Not, I forget sometimes that it's from the east. Because when he has the control, despite the fact that he has a different ideology or struggle and believe in what I believe, but that does not change the fact that to have mutual understanding and respect for one another. So that's the kind of man we look for to build the country together. And certainly, we are going to have a new government where all of us will have a new thing. The only thing that of different is that there is a perception. The party believe that they are being marginalized and justice is not to them. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Rome is not built in a day. So I urge you to calm down. We believe in Nigeria. And I'm sure one day you have reason to believe in it. Let us be together as we settle. I wouldn't want to come to the East and I'm looking for visa to come. You can see even the West African countries are working to see how they can harmonize things. That you can go to any country like Ghana, Mali, and other places without even a visa. Not to talk of us that live living together within a particular geographical zone. So we will work on that together. So each of the structure is the thing that all of us will have to work on that. And ensure that it comes to pass. So someday it will be.
Okay, thank you so much, Alhaji. Gentlemen on the crew, those of you watching from different parts of the world, if you have any question, you give me a signal, I will grant you the chance. Before then, let me ask Alhaji one last question on this particular topic before we go to another one. Now, Alhaji, if you take a look around the globe, you will discover, you notice that there are demonstrations and protests on daily basis. In Catalonia, in Spain, there is demonstration protest going on. In Iran, right now, protests going on. In Hong Kong, protests going on. In Iraq, the same thing. In Algeria, the same thing. In which country in Africa again? Some of these countries, protests going on around the globe. Even some past heads of states and presidents being arrested, being sent to jail, even some being sentenced to death. You remember this Ashraf of Pakistan, he has been sentenced to death. Bashir of Sudan is now in jail. You know, Morsi only died in jail of Egypt, and so on and so on. So if you take a look around the globe, the youths are rising, even in Lebanon, in Poland, every part of the world, people are rising. Demonstrations upon demonstrations, people are now rising against the establishment, as you use the word, against the obnoxious establishment. Now, if all these people, despite the privileges they have, why can't we, like I have told you, gingering you into action? Why then, if we believe in equity, justice, one Nigeria, why not then a necessary step be taken to make sure that we also move out our youth in droves for them to call the establishment to order? Is there anything wrong if we start that process?
Each and every one of these countries have its own challenge. They have their own peculiar problems. For the case of Nigeria, how do we unite together and speak with one voice against certain injustice when some of us do not believe in the country and some of us believe in Nigeria? May I believe in Nigeria and pan Nigeria and others that we think we can work together to build the country. Do not believe in it. How possible would that be? You can only work together to get what you want right. But when you are separated in the country and you want me to buy into your idea, there are always these suspicions. But when we believe we are all Nigerians, we are doing something possible to build the country. Of course, everybody will fall into each other with one point. If something is method of one person, all of us will rise and say, no, this is the right thing to do. That's how it's done. Or not when you say, no, you don't believe in the country, you want to nationalize the country, you want to destroy the country. One of your look is busy, making look for a new way to destroy the country. Why would they be peace? Why would we speak in one voice? It's not possible. I think Nigeria, everything outside Nigeria, I don't believe in it.
Okay, now
If I can convince you and I want to convince you to think like a Nigerian, I will do it. And that's what I want. We cannot take time and address issues that concern our people without us uniting.
Okay.
And build the country together.
Okay, thank you, Alhaji. Let us take a question from Benue State in Makurdi, from Makurdi rather. Okay, Makurdi.
Yeah, thank you very much, the moderator. I also want to welcome our honorable guest tonight, Alhaji Yerema Shettima, who has been our regular guest. I want to sincerely appreciate him for honoring our call. We are discussing centering on uniting Nigeria. And the Alhaji has spoke at length on the way forward in which we can bring Nigeria to unity. And I want to ask a question. When we talk about one Nigeria, we discover that there is a lot of things that is going on in this country that doesn't form the basis of oneness in the country. Look for example, when it comes to education, you find out that in some section of the country, you give some cut off marks in terms of education. And this is one Nigeria. You come to north, it's a different thing. You come to southeast, it's a different thing. You come to southwest, it's a different thing. And we keep on talking of one. And again, when we come to constitution, we find out that we are operating three different constitutions in a place called one nation. Three different constitutions. And we are then, how can we marry this and be calling it one? Are we not saying one thing from the other side of the map and do different things from the other side of the map? And this has made this country to be lopsidedness in working. And look at the current administration. Everything is lopsidedness. And Alhaji keep on hammering on working. How do you do this? When we talk about the first coup that was done in Nigeria, everybody hammer it on the Igbo. Igbo did this, Igbo did that. And when somebody talk about the youth will come up, how will the youth come up? When the youth from the east come up, the Hausas will form an alliance with the Yorubas, and they will stampede the eastern down. So Alhaji, the best, just like Echizona asks, Echizona from Japan asks, the best way is that let us form a way whereby everybody will go his own way. The North will operate on their own. The Biafran will operate on their own. The universe will operate their own, so that we can, as a neighbor, we can work together. But with this, what we are seeing today, we're not going to get anywhere. We keep on working lopsidedly until we get to the end of nowhere. So that is my own suggestion anyway.
Yes, Alhaji, can you respond to that, please?
Well, for me, I still remain in Nigeria and I believe Nigeria will work from there. I am not the type that give up things, and I've always believed that will be nice at the end of the tunnel. The issue of the issue you raised was the issue of lopsidedness. Look, every government has its own side, but one day we shall overcome this side. When Jonathan was in power, the same story is coming from our own part of the country. That Jonathan was given appointments to the south and he got his favor and the power to the judge and got the colonial. They have done this, they have done that. Corruption is high in the government. That's Jonathan. And when Buhari came, the same story again. For the case of Buhari, unfortunately, the Republic has not even benefited anything. It's the same thing I'm saying. The South are even more beneficiary in the government than the North. If today we are enjoying, we could have accepted those things. Then we couldn't have come down to the South where we have been molested in Lagos State and made a statement to that regard, where my people were torn like a slave. And I raised the fundamental issue because the home is not safe. Insecurity is high. People are dying on the daily basis. You are living in peace. You are flying. So the whole thing bound to be doing in that state. There are suspicions everywhere.
Okay, now
There are
Alhaji,
problems everywhere.
Alhaji, in Ethiopia of recent, there was a referendum where, of course, Eritrea emerged from Ethiopia. In the last 1 to 2 weeks, another nation emerged from Ethiopia through a referendum. And as we talk now, another part of Ethiopia is vying for their own referendum. In United Kingdom, Scotland is reenacting their quest for referendum. And many other nations, if much as we have gone beyond the referendum in our Biafra quest, but assuming now other segments of the country will come out with the idea of referendum, would they not accept that?
Well, we are not Ethiopia. We are not UK. We are Nigeria. We are Nigeria. Even though I'm one of those who strongly feel that the control of the country, we must ensure that referendum reflects in it so that so many fundamental issues can be addressed.
Exactly.
Because you cannot be part and parcel of the UN that are on international law where you sign as a signatory and you did not locally, you don't use it, domesticate it. It's not gone anywhere. I'm one of the who strongly believe that we can amend the constitution and also make provision for referendum. There are a lot of issues that needed to be resolved through referendum. Not only what you are agitating. There are a lot of things. But that's not what I'm doing. However, every country has its challenges and its problems. And let us realize that our problem might not be the same with other people.
Okay, thank you so much,
I am
Alhaji.
of the view that if we are together, we can address more better things and do better together. The only difference is that we share different culture for our state. Where we can work together, intermarry, and so many things are come into play. An example is that I married from the south. I have two wives, one from north, one from the south. And today I have a wife from the south that gave me 4 kids. But I've never been as a southerner. I'm telling you, I never had any hatred against the south. In the south, you share a boundary between you, what you call Ikaragane, and Abia. It's on Ikaragane.
Oh, Alhaji sir, do you know that because Nigeria is not working, that is why we are talking of Biafra and the Yorubas are talking about Oduduwa. And even Middle Belt is talking about Takuruku. For the very fact Nigeria is not working, and without, though you are trying to give us a positive impression as it comes, but right now Nigeria is not working. That is why that's what informs Biafra. That is what informs Oduduwa. That is what informs Takuruki. It had what T.Y. Danjuma said in the last few days, that if he opens up, Nigeria is going to burn. So, for such a man of high standing to have made that statement, just like Obasanjo made the same statement, how then do we say that Nigeria is working?
That woman have a as a father does not mean whatever he thinks and he says is right. Let us not make that mistake, my dear brother. We can have faith. Let us have faith on our generation. Our generation can do better. We can work and put it right. If they cannot do it during their days, we can do it right. Let us not begin to assume that because people are old, so whatever they say is right. Some of their wisdom does not count the reality of Nigerian state. With all due respect to people like this.
Well, thank you. We welcome Ugoke Paul, of course, monitoring us, Chimeruche Okorocha, Biafra Izigbo, Chimo, Bijan Bosco. Of course, somebody somewhere is saying, oh, for the very fact that I'm discussing this particular issue, that maybe I have been paid. You know, of course, in every king's palace, we have lizards. So everybody is entitled to their own opinion. When we come out here as media men to talk to people from different parts of the federation, we are buying opinion, and there's nothing wrong in buying opinion. For those of you who think that for us to be here discussing this issue that I've been paid, oh, if I'm paid, oh, to God be the glory. That means I'm a gentleman. But then we don't receive any gratis from anybody to seek public opinion on how to move everybody forward. Thank you so much, Alhaji. Now, let us deviate a bit. 2 weeks ago, not even up to 2 weeks, Nigeria's President Major General Muhammad Buhari, while in Egypt attending a particular meeting, made a statement whereby he asked every African country nationals to enter Nigeria without visa. Alhaji, do you buy that idea considering the immigration problems that would constitute to the nation? Do you buy that idea of Buhari keeping all the borders open for people to enter without a visa?
I cited an example with other countries like Europe. You see how Europe are working your thing, doing it their own way, where they share common interest. Until lately, when UK work out of that arrangement, you see it happens. It is possible in the African black can do it. That has been the dream of life of people like Gaddafi, who today were being destroyed by the Western world. We need to be united as black, as Africans, and think like Africans. How much more if Africans can be thinking like that? It takes people with large heart. For me, as a boy and I see people can do that, it's better. This one, because people have to do relationship with other African countries and it's well still well prepared. Some of our people who reside in South Africa, who today were being attacked for xenophobia, which have been to other countries can also regulate. And South Africa may likely also this year xenophobia may be even so unpopular. So for me, it's a welcome development. Whatever we will do to unite Africa, unite Nigeria is what I think for. I've never called for anybody to go separately, and I don't buy into that. So if Africa will begin to think, and the president thinks that way, that's because I won't think for the government, not because I enjoy the government, not because I'm happy with what is going on in the government, but I'm concerned about the issue of Nigeria. Don't forget that this government will come and go, Nigeria will still, that person will come. Someday, I think Obama will be president, and Nigeria will still go. So let us not just always narrow Nigeria to a particular or a people. And I think they are Nigerians. We are Nigerians, all of us.
Okay, now Alhaji,
Hello, Uchenna.
hold on, Uchenna, please. Alhaji, you made reference to Europe, where they work, in common purpose. Let us get this logic. Europe is an economic powerhouse. That is true. And when you come to European Union, you take into consideration that all the countries that make up the Schengen states are Christian countries. Turkey, that is an Islamic nation, has been struggling to be part of the European Union, but because of that religious difference, Germany in particular has said no for certain fears which are not here to express. It is this particular fear which Germany has that made Britain to exit the European Union. Now, when we come to Africa, some people would like to move from one part of Africa to another. They are not there that are going there in search of living, something to better their lives. No. But they are moving from their own setting to a different setting to dominate, to establish the authority. So when such things happen, does it help in this issue of a free African zone?
I keep reminding you that let us always be hopeful and work. Nothing is possible. I don't know if you know that nothing is impossible. Let us be more hopeful. We can work it over.
Okay.
That today your neighbor, how you can feel does not automatically mean to do the same. That Mr. A has it wrong, does not mean to Mr. B try to fail. And as you fail, does not automatically mean Mr. A will not win. That's the uniqueness of life. And that's the beauty of life.
Okay, now Alhaji, somebody is writing in Ikechku Amu is saying, he said, Alhaji, I should tell Alhaji that Nigeria is not working and that the only way to maintain peace is for each zone, each separate zone to go their own separate way. Louis' response is writing in from Lagos saying, please ask Alhaji Shettima Yerima the security implications of inviting other African nationals into the country where there is so much crisis. And also, considering the fact that Nigeria is a very loose economy, what will be the attendant security and the economic implications when all these nationals pour into Nigeria by way of exodus? What do you think, Alhaji?
If we can leave Nigeria and go to other countries, there's nothing wrong with other countries coming in. The government will have an idea of the enemies who are coming to destroy the country. I'm sure they couldn't have just announced what they are announcing without having their plan B. They couldn't have made a border to be more full that people will not come to Uri and go out to Uri. They couldn't have just wake up and announced that nothing will happen. People will just come just like that. I don't think so.
Now, Alhaji,
they have their scope and they know what they're planning.
Okay, Alhaji, what do you have to say? So people would like their fears to be allayed. This idea of Muhammad Buhari having an Islamic agenda whereby he wants to impose Islam on other parts of the federation. Do you advocate that? Do you think such a thing is possible? And if any attempt is made to Islamize other parts of the federation, what would be the consequences?
Even in the north, even in other parts of the country,
Yes.
here, it's not possible for anybody to force Islamic on everybody, not even in the South.
Thank you for saying
Let
that.
us hear those stories that people will just wake up from their hangover of Burkutu and palm wine and just not something out of their mouth. Even in other parts of the country, Katsina is no town. You have people that are Christians. In the past, when Islamic race,
Yes.
through the governor of Zamfara State, Sani Erima, it was not done by because they have Christians who existed and they are doing fine there. Not to talk of Nigeria, it's impossible. Let us not be saying things to further compound our problems and create more confusion panic and fear. Even if not, I tell you, even in Katsina, they have Christians who are out of Fulani. So it's not possible. Those are stories that people will just wake up on their hangover. They will just take the paper. It's not possible.
No, honestly, Alhaji, I like the word, their choice of words, saying that it's impossible. We take it, it's impossible. Saying that even in the north, even in Katsina, even this is Zamfara, where there was this
In
initial,
Katsina, you cannot
that is not possible. So let us take it by your words, it's true. And we are saying everywhere in the south that is practically impossible. Religious freedom should be tolerated at any given moment, and no religion, be it Christianity, Islam, whatever, even traditional religion, no religion can impose itself on another. It's practically impossible. Like use the word, it's impossible. So if anybody is thinking that is a mere pipe dream, it
that's why
cannot
again,
work.
somebody just wake up with their over and you just take up the line.
Yeah. So okay. So let us hear from Uchenna from Makodi. Uchenna, okay. What do you say? Uchenna, hold on, please. Hold on. Let me raise the volume. Okay, Uchenna, over to you.
Thank you very much, moderator. I quite disagree with you, the moderator, and Alhaji.
Thank you.
By saying that is quite impossible. There's nothing like impossible. We are in Nigeria. We are not in Southern Sudan or in Cameroon or in South America. We are in Nigeria. We are seeing what is happening in Nigeria.
No, Uchenna, excuse me.
I'm coming. No. Allow me to finish, please. In Zamfara today, you don't sell alcohol. If you mistakenly sell alcohol in Zamfara and they see you, if that truck brings alcohol in, brings anything beer in Zamfara State and Kano, they will burn that truck down by the order of the government of that state. And you are telling me that it is impossible. What are you saying?
Okay,
that it is not impossible?
Thank you.
Excuse me. Another one again.
Yeah.
Alhaji, I want to respect the ideology of Alhaji by his own as being a teacher or a lecturer of democracy. But I want to believe that your single ideology or your belief cannot stand for me, Uchenna, or for any other person. If you want to believe that Nigeria can work, and me, I say that I cannot work with Nigeria that I'm seeing in this condition, then it's not more that you must impose your own ideology on me. I am saying that I can no longer belong to this entity called Nigeria. I want to leave. Now, Alhaji, as a teacher or a believer of democracy, then can't you support or agree with me that okay, if you say so, if you said by democracy you want to go, then won't you support me and say okay, you can go? If truly what you are saying from your lips is coming from your heart.
Okay, excuse me, Uchenna. Okay, before I like to continue, as a person, as a moderator, I am not saying that anybody cannot make that attempt to impose Islam on the rest of the nation. What we are saying is that much as somebody might make that attempt, we on the Islam part will say it's impossible that he cannot Islamize me. Just like he is saying that somebody might make similar attempt in the north, even in Katsina, in Zamfara, but not every Christian there will admit. So there are different. I mean, there is a difference between the intention to do something and the objection to that particular thing. This is my own line of argument. So, but then in line with what you're saying, wise man Vic is asking me to ask Alhaji, if you are saying that something is echoing, please excuse me. Let me do that. Okay, that Alhaji, wise man is asking if you are maintaining that it's not possible to impose Sharia or Islamic religion on the rest of the federation. Why? How come that the Chief Justice of the Federation, Tanko Mohammed, made a statement that the Sharia law should be enshrined in the constitution and even taught in schools, likewise Arabic language. Alhaji sir.
We came from, I had to do this, but at the end of the day, I understand the government also denied that statement coming from him. But the fact of the matter is that we have our culture in other parts of the country, and we are allowed to go to the school. If we seek to have a curriculum that includes Islamic studies to be integrated into the Western system, it is what we so want. We can apply, we can push through our state assembly and make it a law in various states and by extension national so that it will have the basis. But we are not saying it. There are what we mean by saying it's compulsory by force. And there are things that we put we say no, it does not compulsory by law, but it affects us as Muslims. Even in the Muslim, in the religion of Islam, nowhere they say you must pray. If you don't pray, you don't go to mosque, you will kill. Nowhere they say you must do things according to Islamic doctrine, you don't do, you will kill. Religion is purely a business of human beings that will take monopoly of that and execute anything. That's why even the Quran there is a chapter where it was clearly said by God that look, by Prophet Muhammad said that you cannot force anybody to go into a religion, and you also do not have right to force anybody to go into a religion, or you will not force me to go into a religion. The religion is there. Religion is mine. It's there in the Quran. So what you put there? Only your capital. That's my capital. That was how the Quran started. It's clear. So some of those things make more. But people just, like I said, people just become like handover and they get everything anyhow.
Okay,
We are Hausa,
okay.
we are Muslim, we are Christian, you have the Christian knowledge. You don't have Islamic knowledge in your curriculum. And we also have our own Islamic knowledge. That we are saying that our people should be integrated into the Western education so that, especially on the shape of Ahmadi, that truly believe that they are willing to learn Islamic studies. We say, look, they can push them to school, then integrate them, and also introduce the Islamic studies by that time. So they can read the Islamic studies and still have the Western education. We're preparing them for future challenge. What is bad in that?
Now, Alhaji, let me ask you one other question. In Nigeria today, like in any other country, it would be suicidal for the government of the day to hold on, please, Echezna. Just hold on. It would be very, very suicidal for the government of the day to enlist armed robbers. Oh, we have lost him again. Network. Just to know. Hold on. Let me get across to him once again. Please hold on. The network is very terrible. We understand. That's why it comes and goes. Give us some minutes. Meanwhile, while I'm getting him, HS, you want to ask question, eh? Yes, I'm trying to get him his network problem over there. No, just wait, please.
Sorry, the empty.
Gentlemen, if there are other people to ask questions, you have to hold over it because we are running short of time. I don't know if he's just hold on. I'm trying to get him online. I'm getting him online. Please, I don't know if his battery has run down or what. Or network problem. I don't know.
Personally, not a call at the moment. Please hold on. I'll call back later. Thank you.
Just hold on, please. There's interruption over there. Just hold on. The number appears engaged. I'll get across to him. And then we make questions brief because we have less than 20 minutes to random.
Calling can do not have sufficient prep. Sorry, you have been barred from this.
Of course, gentlemen, you can still be talking, others are listening while I get across to him. We can still be debating within ourselves until I get across to him once again.
Because everything now we really want to hear from him again. Because Alaji has been centering and hammering on the working of Nigeria, how possible Nigeria can be worked.
That is true.
And so anything we ask him, he will take us back down to that place.
Okay,
So,
Alhaji is back. Okay, sorry, Alhaji is back. Okay, let me ask Alhaji one last question before I throw it open to the floor once again. Alhaji, it is suicidal for any nation to employ, let me say, armed robbers, retired armed robbers into the police or DSS or whatever. For example, some years back, a particular wanted armed robber was cited at police college where he tried to join the Nigerian police. So that was where he was cited and arrested. If such an armed robber had succeeded in joining the police, you can imagine their fate and mine if we meet on the road. Now, there is a news going around that some repentant Boko Haram members are being enlisted into the Nigerian army. Alhaji, are you aware of that? If so, what is your take?
I'm not aware, and I'm sure the government too have come out to police today is not true. So I cannot judge on what I've not seen.
Okay, let us take you by your words. Now, gentlemen, take your questions and make it brief because we have less than 10-15 minutes to round up the program. We can't keep Alhaji for 2 good hours as we tried. So, HS over to you. After that, Joke, and who again? That we call it a day. HS now. HS, take your question or Joke, anybody.
Anyway, hello, INMA.
Yes.
I don't have much question to ask anymore.
Hold on, please. Everybody's talking same time. HS now. Take over.
Thank you so much. I don't have much question to ask anymore because we have done this for several years and it is not working. And everybody's. My suggestion and advice to Shettima is to carry everyone along.
HS now, your voice is not clear. This is echoing.
Yes, echoing. Are you hearing me now?
It's not very clear at all.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not asking the question again. We have been doing something for years. And we have been asking the same question in the same answer for years. But I want to put it as advice to everyone and the outside youth leader. What we have Nigeria as a country is one thing or two things. One, to break up Nigeria to make everybody happy, to make the country better, or to take destruction, accept destruction from our hand, and stop deceiving ourselves in order to make outside youth
This is echoing.
make Igbo youth to feel like you. and make everybody to belong to Nigeria. And if Nigeria fails to do this to this, Africa will remain darkness forever.
Yeah, although it was playing back. I don't know. And Haji, did you understand his question?
I've not had an issue.
Oh, yeah, because the thing was playing back. I didn't even understand everything. I don't know why. It could be from here because the system he's talking through was open, and that informed the reason why it was echoing. So, what he was saying that there are two solutions to Nigeria's inherent problems. One, either to break up the country, we go our separate ways, or to go into full-blown restructuring where every component unit shall exist as equal partner in that federation. That outside these two, there is no other solution. And I agree with him.
We will get there someday, but breaking, we are not advocates, but we will get there where everybody that has been an advocate, we are one country, and if we are one country, everybody must be treated as equal, where everybody will be treated as, not to be treated as the second class citizen, where everybody will be treated equal is what we see, and this is what our dreams are, and that's what we are advocating for.
Okay, thank you. Jude Chijok, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ikema. But my question to Alhaji Shettima has to do with the response in regard of the visa on arrival to other African countries, which Alhaji Shettima gave his reasons behind, or let's be his own view. But I want to put the question direct again to him. I believe that we are in democracy, and if the president of a country should go to another country to announce a visa on arrival, at least we should be able to notify the Senate. I believe that there are proper channels. That is just the question. Why didn't they go through the proper channel in notifying the Senate? Because it sounds like the Senate are kicking against it, and it didn't quite go well with the Senate. So everything still goes back to the same place. Are we truly practicing democracy in Nigeria? And on the area of bringing people into the country, Alhaji Shettima, I don't know if you are in a position to know if the present government, if they have any agenda of Islamization, are you in a position to know? So my question first is, if the president they have never gone through the right way in implementing the visa on arrival. He never notified the Senate. Secondly, I doubt that you are in the position to know if the government is planning to to carry out the Islamization agenda. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let me see if there's another question so that Alhaji can take all of them at a time. Is there anybody who wants to ask a question again? Gentlemen, on the. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Valentine from Port Harcourt, ask a question.
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator. I've been listening to the conversation. I've had a large talking about making Nigeria work. But from the things I see, I don't think Nigeria can work. Because when you look at the north, you will see people bring in food, bring in so many things from the border. The borders are as wide as the church gate. But when you come to the east and the west, they are as tight as the water. So nothing comes in, nothing goes out. Then it shows that we are on a different page. We are not on the same page. The north and the southeast are not on the same page. Now, when you look at our educational qualification, our cut-off marks, you see that those of the south is higher than that of the north. And somebody is telling me that Nigeria is one.
I wonder.
I am thinking that when we go our separate ways, we can build on our pains. Those on the north, there will be competition. We can have bilateral relationships. We can be good neighbors. We can do business. But we have to manage our government. Let the others manage their business. So Alhaji, I want to ask, if a situation like that comes up, can you support to go on their separate ways? That is my take. This is my question to you.
Okay, thank you. Alhaji, over to you.
Well, let me start with the first one. For me, I don't hold free for the government. I'm not a government spokesman. I'm not Buhari spokesman, neither am I a student. So I think that has been the first one. And the second one, mine in my capacity was only to advise. I don't hold the control of whether you want to or you want to rebel. But I can advise and say, look, guys are going, why don't you absorb it? Do this or that so that we can keep our people. So it's either you yield to my advice or you do the one you think is better for you. So I think that has captured all the responses.
Yeah.
I don't hold you for the Muhammad Buhari or I don't hold for the issue or the complex. I'm not in the complex. I'm only talking about the country where I feel in Nigeria is a parent where today this character will come, they will go, another character will come, they will go out to we keep doing it, we keep working to ensure that we get the one that everybody will embrace when we form a nation. That's what I'm looking at, and that's my dream.
Yeah, honestly, I understand you. You see, we call this particular program for people to air their views unhindered, to exercise their freedom of speech, say your mind, no holds barred. We really are grateful to Alhaji for burying his mind. We are grateful to members of the bim-massob family for burying their minds objectively. But most unfortunately, we continue to say some IPOB members who are here, instead, I say, instead of profiling counter argument against Alhaji, instead of profiling some counter argument to tell us why we must have Biafra or why we must have restructuring or why we must maintain a single federation, they are here from their cocoon saying, oh, that this program has been organized. Maybe the Alhaji or maybe the Arab people paid us to organize this program for them. This is the queer, dirty, dwindling, retrogressive mentality of the average IPOB brigand. They see nothing good in anything. The duty of the media is to bring opposing factions together in a debate and they air their views. Trump left America and went to Korea, South or North, to discuss with somebody, an opponent. That is how politics is played. Everything cannot end on the battleground. Our own leader, Chief Dr. Rafu Wazika, has always maintained a non-violence philosophy that it has to be engaging, constructive engagement. This is what we are doing. If you don't discuss with your opponent to know what he has in mind, how do you adjust? This is the essence, the importance of this particular discourse. But some of these lower than animal, insects, reptile members of the IPOB, instead of coming here to tell us why we should not accept Alhaji's point of view, they are now saying the only language they know is saboteur. They have been paid. Thunder fire them. And of course, even when thunder is working miracles in their midst, they still have the lips to utter strange anathemas. We condemn them outrightly, we forbid them. They are not worthy of human existence. We condemn such stupidity emanating from human beings like volcano. We condemn them. We have every right to call anybody to come and discuss with us. In the course of discussing, we learn a lot. That is why we go to school. This program is a classroom where Alhaji is lecturing us. We are equally telling Alhaji that we cannot admit everything you are saying because we have our own point of view as human beings. That is what we have to say. From the studios of the Voice of Biafra International, under the bim-massob family led by His Excellency, the humble servant Chief Dr. Rafu Mazrike, Ikenna Uribegon has been your moderator, and we must thank Alhaji for indeed honoring our invitation. Alhaji, we thank you 1,000 times.
Thank Thank you so much.
We are so much grateful, and we hope that in the coming
All right, thank you,
time,
God bless
any
you.
other time it becomes necessary, we shall invite you again to come and hear your views. It is worthwhile. Thank you so much,
No
and thank you
problem.
1,000
No
times.
problem.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Remain
My
blessed.
regards to all the participants.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So in the hereafter,
All right.
maybe tomorrow, I'll give you a call and then we'll talk privately. Thank you so much for being with us.
No problem.
Thank you. Remain
No
blessed.
problem.
Thank you. Yeah. So members are really thanking you so much. So gentlemen, you heard him. Like I said, we call this program for us to discuss. Sorry, please let me change this. So we call this to discuss issue bordering on statement he made on 2023 presidency, migration, which Buhari asked every African country to come to Nigeria, and so on and so forth. That we call for this discussion does not mean we are not talking about Biafra. No, we mean Biafra, and we mean Biafra 100%. But sometimes you have to set aside certain things to know what your enemy has in mind equally. That is it. So if you don't engage your opponent to know his line of battle, if you just enter the battlefield like that, like a blind fellow, they wipe you out. They wipe you out. Now we have understood that Shettima Yerima, being a Fulani man, still believes in one Nigeria governed by the youth and not by this old establishment. He is appealing that if the youth can come together, we can go into proper restructuring where each component unit will exist on their own while maintaining a youth center for the sake of unity. This is what he's saying. So he's an electric gentleman, not reasoning like Buhari. And when he said that no human being can Islamize Nigeria, let us believe him because he was emphatic that even in Zamfara, even in Katsina, that he cannot impose Islam on Christians over there. That is impossible. Just like those of us in Igboland in Biafra can never admit any Islamization agenda. It's impossible. So these are things we have to reason and know. So, okay, this man has said this, and this has to give us encouragement as well to fight back if anybody attempts it. That is how it is done. That is the essence of being in this particular program, and not these IPOB boys who continue to sleep on the ground looking for shit. That is why there is nothing gainful, nothing germinating from them, nothing rising like a sun, nothing anybody can consider as life-giving except the backward trend. And that is why day in, day out, there is nothing like editing season in terms of memorial. So let us forget IPO because they are not worthy of being mentioned here at all. We waste our resources talking about them. The only thing we have to say is that in the event of Biafra, they are going to work in our animal kingdom, whether they like it or not. Thank you so much once again, gentlemen, for being with us. We so much appreciate so much of you who have been part of this particular
The line is breaking. Line is breaking, seriously.
Yeah, I think somebody allowed something to echo over there. I don't know why. So, for those of you who have taken time to point their data, listening to us, we thank you so much. It's a mark of patriotism. Those I could not recognize earlier, like Peter, Chiketa, Columbus, Jeff, Ikechukwu, of course, still there with us. Berechukwu Okoro, Azoka Wilson, Uwoma, Darachi Mereze. Lot of them, Nyakachukwu Obialo, those I couldn't mention earlier, bear with us. I'm just mentioning your names right now. The program is over with us. Of course, Honorable Joseph Dean is there, Bruno N1, Zion Ugu, and lot more people still joining after we had already concluded. Izuna Umenwa, of course, is there, and lot more people writing in their messages now. We so much appreciate you while pleading that in the next edition of our program, we are going to make sure that all their statements, all their questions are read out. We had time frame or schedule for this particular program, and we have come to the end of it all. Thank you so much, Jude Shujoke, for joining us from Lagos. Thank you so much, Treasure Benedicta from Port Harcourt. Thank you, Equally Valentine from Port Harcourt. Thank you, Chenna from Benue, CJ Udesi from Aba, Echesna Udesi from Japan. We thank all of you, all other gentlemen that joined us from different parts of the globe. We are so much appreciative of their efforts. And we continue to promise that when Biafra comes, which is our target, is our destination, forget what we are doing here. We have to do that to engage ourselves at least by time. When Biafra is there, we shall rejoice. And all of you are going to be remembered. on the first pages of our human history. Thank you once again for being with us. Until we meet again in the coming days. From the studios, Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, Ikedo Grano is my name. Thank you.
Yes, sir.